Hello there everyone, this is Felix from Felix the Dev, where coding is a lifestyle. And for those that are new to my channel, welcome. And here I help people who are learning how to code, also computer science students completing their degrees and achieve success. So today we're going to talk about on some tips and strategies that you can do to help you ace your final exams as a computer science student. So today I'm going to share some strategies that I used when I was an undergraduate student in computer science in college, and I hope these things that are based on my experience, they can help you succeed and improve your grades as a computer science student. So let's get started. So I wanted to talk about this, about finals, because right now we're approaching a lot of colleges that I know of that are approaching to final season. If you're not, this is a good video to watch before you get there to that time. And I remember that these times when I was an undergrad student were really stressful, and you had a lot of projects, a lot of assignments. Also do with your courses, not only your computer science major courses, but maybe math courses or just other required classes that you had to take. And it can get pretty overwhelming and stressful. So I remember those days, and that's why I decided to do this video to help you guys out on that. So what can you do to increase your chances to acing your finals and also passing your courses? Because I know that, at least in my experience, the finals can have a lot of weight on your grade, so they can decide up to that point if you're going to pass a course or not. So finals are a very determinant factor in your success. So what can you do to improve your grade and acing having a good grade in this final? So tip number one is organize yourself and start preparing early. And I know this has been said a lot for other courses, but start as soon as you can. Get a planner if you don't have one. A planner is very good. You can organize your schedule and write down the dates for each assignment so you don't forget. And also you can plan out your time in advance. So that's my main idea with this tip, is start as soon as you can and don't leave it to the last minute. Because in my experience, the finals have a lot of material in them, and if you leave it all for the last week of the final, it's going to be hard to digest all the material that you need to understand and that you need to dominate and really get confident with to do very good on that test. And also, I've seen some finals that are finals of the whole semester, so you need to review things that started on the start of the semester, or concepts of the first partial exam or midterms, depending on how the course was structured. So start as soon as you can. It's the first thing that I always advise my students. So go ahead and start doing that. And tip number two is practice understanding the theory and applying it. And this goes especially for computer science courses, because through the years I've seen in my experience that these courses have a lot of theory you need to know, but also in order to do great on the test, you need to know how to really apply it to answer the question. So developing the skill is crucial for success in a computer science course, in my opinion, of course. So as I've seen through the years, there are a lot of the courses, they just consist of computer science, the final exam is just questions that are required for you to, for example, write a program or determine the output depending on the course you're taking. But that's the general idea. You need to understand a fundamental concept and idea of what you're discussing in class, and so this way you can answer and solve the problem. So focus on practicing this balance, which I've talked on other videos when it comes to programming. So go ahead and focus on that. For example, let's say you're taking data structures and you're looking at the class, the concept of linked list. So you really need to understand what a linked list is, first of all, the theory of it, the diagram, how do the nodes connect, and all those things like that. Just going on a general idea, so I can convey the point. And you need to understand how to traverse a node on the list, and also how to perform other operations such as adding a node, deleting one. And this is just one particular data structure. There's a lot of data structures that you can see on the course, but what I'm trying to convey here is that you need to understand first what it is, the theory behind how it works, and why the linked list is a good data structure, in order to answer the questions and really write the algorithms when they come on the final. So focus on understanding the theory and applying it what you learned. That's a key to success. So focus on developing the skill, and I will assure you, at least in my experience, that's what happened to me. It helped me a lot increase that grade on my final exams when it comes to computer science courses. So tip number 3 is do as much practice tests as you can. So you can get practice tests from your campus library if they have them, or maybe your professor can have some old practice tests or practice problems he can give you. And another option that you can do if there's no practice test, you can get the textbook that are assigned in your course and get the exercises that are at the end of the chapter, and you can do all of those. And my advice is to print them out and do them by hand, since most of the tests, the finals, are going to be required on pen and paper. So doing this is going to help you prepare for that day, in my experience. So, or if there's no practice test, you can make your own. And this is what I did, and I believe this was the key to my success to pass my courses and graduate as a computer science student. And what I did is I gathered all the problems from the class that we discussed. Maybe there were PowerPoints that we used to discuss in the class, and I just grabbed the exercises from there, or from assignments from the textbook, and I compiled them into a Word document. It can be any text editor, but I just formatted them one by one, and I did this to make it look as an actual test. So what I did was I even put the space for the name, the date, and format it as a final exam, a real final exam. And then what I did after I formatted, printed them out, I set up a timer with the time that they give you on the actual test, and I would go to a room. It could be my own room, but with no distractions, just pen and paper, or I could go to maybe an empty classroom and do it there. The main idea is to mimic the test environment, and I did this, and it really helped me with test anxiety and just feel overall confident that I knew the required concepts to really answer the questions on the test. So, and also by printing them out, I mimicked the actual situation on test day, which I think really helped me a lot. I'm not an anxiety professional, but this technique really helped me, so I'm sharing it so it can help you as well, and I believe it can. So this is, I believe, if you're going to take something out of this video, is do as much practice test as you can, and I believe that it's going to help you improve your grade on this final, or even you can use this technique for another test, not necessarily a final, but I believe that's going to help you, since computer science courses most of them are constructed this way, especially data structures like I discussed. Oh, and as a side note, you can apply these tips for other courses and other majors. You don't need to be a computer science student, but computer science was my major as an undergrad, so this is why I'm talking about computer science students in particular, but you can use this for maybe a calculus course, a math, or any other math course, just to give you another example. I know I did, and it really helped me. Or maybe statistics. So you can use this technique for just any other course, not only data structures or programming related. So that's all for today, guys. I hope you get something from this video. If you did, click the like button, that thumbs up button. Also leave a comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss a video, and you can get this knowledge and tips and strategies to help you succeed as a computer science student. Also, I'm going to put the link on the description. I did a blog post on this topic, and I think if you want to read that, it's going to help you as well. Also, share in the comment section things you do to prepare for finals. This way we can help other students as well who need help preparing for finals and just getting the grades they want. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. This was Felix from Felix the Dev, and I hope you guys have a great week. Take care.